Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the globe you're on right at the moment. But we're so happy that you could join us. Thank you so much. That's a great thing. I also want to commend you for taking the initiative and time to learn a little bit more about the London Leadership Summit that's coming up at the end of October. My name is Jonathan Campus, one of the faculty members of Masterminds Business School based in London, UK. And it's a real joy and privilege for me because I really enjoy the international, the global aspect, intercultural, and learning things from each and every one of our delegates, sharing encouragement, sharing motivation, and it's truly an inspirational activity. Our summits around the world have been so encouraging, both for the delegates as well as we as the faculty member and lecturers. So we thank you for all of your efforts. It's very nice to see that we have such a global representation from a lot from Europe, from North America. Hey guys, welcome. And also from Southeast Asia. We appreciate that. And then a number of countries in Africa. That's great, including South Africa. Welcome, welcome. And we thank you all for joining. It's a really nice time to be together. So we want to tell you a little bit about the Global Leadership Masterclass for Top Executives that's upcoming in London. And this is an executive education program. And as far as the event organizer goes, Masterminds Business School is a globally acclaimed and accredited scholastic academic organization for top executives. And we've gotten so much respect and honor in so many countries on 5 continents that it really makes us feel good. We're honored to be a part, as I said. And individually, I've actually been able to give lectures and give various seminars in 55 countries so far. And I've traveled in 131 countries. And that's an example of the Masterminds faculty. We've traveled a lot. We travel with our eyes open and our ears open, so we are looking at the business environments, the political environments, the social environments, and trying to see what can be done on a global scale internationally in our businesses and as executives, and most importantly, as leaders. So here at Masterminds Business School, we have a whole range of executive education themes and topics. We also have UK degree pathways and corporate training conferences around the globe. Masterminds Business School is registered in England and Wales, United States, United Arab Emirates, and a number of countries in Africa. And what I'm also proud of is that we have an alumni group of previous delegates from 87 countries. It's quite an accomplishment. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we treat education as a holistic provision of information. It's not just, let's turn to page 31, let's look at paragraph B. No, that's boring, right? But what we want to do is reach the heart, inspire, give something that lasts a lifetime. And so that's why we've been accredited. That's why we've been recognized globally as a CPD provider in the UK and by many other organizations around the globe. So we're very happy about that. Our event details, of course, the theme is a Global Leadership Masterclass for top executives. And it's nice that the venue is at the Hilton in London in Paddington. And that's very close to the Kensington Palace as well as Hyde Park. So a very beautiful part of London and very nice to walk around in the evening. And the dates are the end of October, 28 through 30. We recommend that you arrive at least one day in advance for the registration so you can get acclimated and comfortable and be ready at 9 a.m. on the 28th when it starts. And each day the program will be from 9 to 5. That will include some breaks in the morning for tea and coffee and some very nice little treats, as well as a beautiful lunch and an afternoon tea coffee break as well. The overview of the summit, it's not just a gathering of very influential public and private sector individuals, but it's also an executive MBA certificate program, which is, again, CPD recognized. And it gives our target, our goal, our motivation is to give inspiration that can last decades or a lifetime. So it's not just an event, let's go, let's have fun. No, it's very deep and meaningful. The benefits and highlights, several of them, there's many more, but the advanced certification in leadership and management. So upon completion of the course, you will receive an executive MBA that's recognized globally as a certification in leadership and management. Then there are many networking opportunities and some very beautiful relationships, business relationships, friendships, and other things have been developed at our conferences, at our summits. And these last also a lifetime. There's connections made with people from all over the world. It's a beautiful opportunity. Also, the second award is the Leadership Excellence Award, which is a recognition for various leaders who have accomplished a lot in their particular fields. Then there is the Masterminds Fellows Forum, and that's where you can join forces. You can connect with previous delegates from other courses, or you can continue with the ones that you meet in London. And again, it's a part of networking. It's a part of growing our businesses and our lives overall. Also, what's a fun time following the graduation ceremony at the end of the program is a London City tour and a luxury yacht tour. So we're dinner and we have a nice time together. And again, very connecting, networking time opportunity for us as faculty, as well as for all of the delegates to be involved with. Also, there's a comprehensive course handout. So you'll receive some books, some various publications. There's a very nice time schedule, which is provided listing the days, the speakers, the topics, and is very nicely printed. Also, one of my favorites is the magazine. This one is from our Qatar program from a couple weeks ago, and it includes not only the faculty and their description of who the faculty is and their backgrounds academically and in their experience commercially, but also all of the delegates. So when you apply, we're going to need some information from you, including a profile photo, some descriptions of your academia, some descriptions of your experiences in life. If you've done some humanitarian or different type of philanthropic projects, we can include that. And a PDF will be provided before the actual summit that you would be able to look at and see the faculty as well as the other delegates who will be attending. And you can kind of say that I really want to get to know that person. It's kind of like an appetizer, a teaser in that way. Then there's the third award, which is the Honorary Doctorate Award nomination. This one is a little bit more detailed, more of a rigorous process. It is a true certification and award of outstanding accomplishments. As long as you have a record of that for 7 years, and we're able to verify that through evidence, websites, online postings, published materials, articles, etc., then you would be eligible as a nominee for the Honorary Doctorate Award. So all of these things together make a beautiful program. And this Honorary Doctorate Award is something that grabs a lot of attention from our delegates. And again, requiring a minimum of 7 years in a particular field. That would be in a public or private sector, in the community, the nation, something that affects a larger group of people in a positive way. And that's the theme of our program, right? The Leadership Summit. And more information would be given to you as to the details of that with the listed website or email in this case. The Executive MBA certification is the Global Leadership Masterclasses evidence that you have completed that program. And it's really a mini MBA program, which is something to be proud of. It's something that can go on your wall. It's a beautiful plaque, not just a piece of paper or something, but it really gathers confidence, trust, respect in our employees and staff and in future clients or others. So it's a very, very beautiful thing to show what you have accomplished that is provided by Masterminds Business School. Also, the Award of Leadership Excellence, another nice plaque for the desk or for your library shelf facing out that would show an accomplishment of what you've been able to do, your experiences in global development as well as leadership. So just present information that would be reviewed by the MBS Award Certificate Committee, and we'll take a very close look at that and let you know on the results. So the graduation ceremony is a fun time, and that's where these three awards are presented to the nominees and the ones who have received that approval. It's also a time of celebration, so you're welcome to bring your family or friends, anyone that you may have with you on the trip. They're welcome to be there. It's a happy time. It's very nice, and it's very strong team building. Also, we've spent those days together, the faculty and the delegates, and it's another connection time. The London City Tour. I'm moving through these things quite quickly, but I want to save your time. I respect that. The London City Tour, followed by the luxury yacht party, is also a very fun time. So that's following the graduation ceremony on day 3. And it's a time where we can just relax, let our hair down, so to speak, and connect more and enjoy the sights, enjoy the beautiful city of London. And sometimes some of the famous people or some of the influential people of the towns that we're in, they join us. So again, more networking opportunities. Who should attend? Well, I pretty much sum that up in a simple way. If you are in some form of directing people, managing, guiding, leading, you should attend. Most of our delegates are top level C-suite, CEOs, entrepreneurs, large corporate developers, bankers, prime ministers, presidents of central banks even. So thousands of delegates have attended our programs, and so we've had a plethora of interesting people. But anyone in this case, since it is a leadership summit, we recommend that if you are dealing with people, then you should be with us. And you are very, very welcome. You can look through this list that's provided on the slide. And I'll use an example of one of the gentlemen from the Qatar Leadership Summit. So he's the CEO of a large national electric generation, power generation, and distribution company. And so he's the CEO, and he talked to his financial directors of the company, the investors and that, and said, I want to take 7 of the top executives from our corporation with me to Qatar to the Masterminds Business School Leadership Summit. Well, that's a pretty bold move because there's an expense and an effort and the time and that to make that happen. So many of our delegates, they'll bring 1 or 2 of their top executives along with them because they know our reputation, they have faith in that it's value adding to their lives. But to bring 7, that's a pretty big group. So I was very attentive as to his level of approval of was it worth it to bring all of those people? Was it worth risking that investment to the financial directors? And he nodded his head and he was like, yes, this was a beautiful time. It was absolutely worth it. And I am so happy I can go back to our financial people and tell them, yes, it was the right thing to do. So that touched my heart. I was grateful for that. And it's just an example, a recent example of our responses. I would highly recommend, we'll provide the links for you for the recaps of the 3 days in Qatar at the end of July. And I think that's the most valuable thing for you to see because you will listen to the actual delegates and you will see some of the faculty members and the lecturers, the speakers. And you can kind of see the style, you can get the emotion of the time together, get the spirit. I think that will be advantageous for you. So you can look at day 1, 2, and 3. It's only 2 or 3 minutes each, so it won't consume a lot of time. But it's a quick way to get the point across. So some of the key topics, there are many, I'll just pick out a few, but one of the main points is having a visionary form of thinking where you are thinking about the future. The world's changing very fast, right? And some of our summits, conferences, seminars from 6 months ago may be very much updated now. So the world's changing so fast. One of those aspects is AI, artificial intelligence, and other emerging technologies. So we asked our delegates in Qatar, we said, how many of you are afraid of AI? So quite a few hands went up. It's a very educated group, a lot of very high achieving people there, but yet they were uncertain as to the future of business because of AI. So we'll discuss some of those topics and be realistic and objective, critical thinking and positive thinking about such things. Also, the international aspects of business, the global visions, thinking of luxury brands and our PR strategies, public relations. One that I particularly like is learning from leaders throughout history. We don't just look at the good ones, the famous ones for being nice ladies or gentlemen. We look at the good side and the bad side, things we can learn from. We don't need to repeat the same mistakes, right? Also, another very good one is understanding the digital marketing and the AI world of today, and emotional intelligence, having sympathy and empathy for those that we're working with, having an understanding spirit, being a positive communicator. There's a lot of details in each one of these. So I'm giving you a quick summary of the summit. As far as the summit ticket fees, the executive ticket for £3,500 includes, of course, the course itself and the breaks, the food, the networking opportunities, the luxury yacht party, the London City tours, the Fellows Forum, and also we offer the provision where we do live streaming of future courses. And you are welcome to join us, even if you can't attend physically. You're welcome to join online. And a lot of our delegates, they love that because maybe they don't have the total 3 days to dedicate, but they can catch and get refreshed on a lot of these thoughts, which is really nice. The VIP ticket includes all of those, of course, but a few other perks and bonuses, privileges, VIP access and that. But the main point is the honorary doctorate award nomination. That requires quite a bit of effort on the part of our staff, our team, and it is a real thing. It is something substantial. So that's what the additional cost count is accounted for there. And if you get the executive ticket in the beginning and you want to upgrade to the VIP ticket, that's also possible. So you can present your information to us. The more details, the better. It helps us to make the nice magazine and to put that information so that others can get to know you as well. So how to register? There's two primary ways, through credit card or debit card. That's pretty simple, or an international bank wire transfer. And then you can just communicate with the office and they'll help work you through that process. Very simple. The event faculty, I'm very privileged to have a part in that. I'm glad that I can work together with such an internationally minded and unifying group of people where we don't see color or passports or whatever from people. We just see a good human. And for us to be motivated to want to help, to inspire, to encourage, to offer things that can be beneficial for the future, not only in our work, our business, or our governments, but also at home, in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our philanthropic or humanitarian organizations. All of these principles can be applied in all of our lives, for our lives, not just a short time, but something that lasts. So we are truly motivated. And how to register? Very simple. Just send us an email, express your interest. You can also make a phone call or a WhatsApp call. And we also have a website that you're welcome to take a look at. A couple of very quick question and answers that some of our previous delegates have inquired on. Are the flights and the hotels and visas included in the conference fee? Well, actually, we want to make it very flexible for you. Some people like to fly first class. Some people like to stay in a 5-star hotel. So we allow you to make that decision. So you cover you're responsible for the expense of the flights and the hotels and such, also the visas. But because we've gone through thousands of delegates and helped so many, we see a pattern. We see the typical questions. We can help you with accommodations. We can help you find the process of the visa applications and so forth. So we try to be as helpful as possible, of course. Also, do we have a payment plan for event fees? Yes, sure. We have an installment arrangement that we can work out together with you. So again, contacting the appropriate email there, it's very simple. What is the criteria? What are the requirements for the honorary doctorate award? That gets a lot of attention. People are very interested in that one because it's a special thing. It's not just simply a piece of paper you put on your wall. No, it's an official honorary doctorate award. So that requires 7 years or more of making an impact, doing something that shows the accomplishments of your knowledge, of your wisdom, that's helped in your profession, your community, or your nation. And we'll walk you through that process. So just ask us the question, how to do that, or express your interest, and we'll be glad to help you as well. So we thank you very, very much for your time. I kind of went quickly through a lot of things. I could speak for hours on the benefits of this program. And again, it's so inspiring and encouraging. We live in an ever-changing world. We know that trust and confidence is sometimes questioned by people because it's something that's becoming more and more rare. So we want to instill that. There's ethics, there's principles that can, again, help us in every aspect of our lives, and we want to share those things. So we thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in London.